because I was a lone wolf, I developed this alpha, it's me, it's against me. And a lot of top performing males, not to be sexist, even top performing females it's all about me and like, I don't need any help. And that's a great characteristic. It's what makes you successful. However, to be honest, I'm proud of myself. So I think I figured out exactly what to do, at least in the first couple of weeks of a breakup, and emotionally, like what to do. So I saw an old friend, a really old friend, like I knew her back when she was 16 and I was 18, long time ago. And I've also kind of retraced my steps over the last couple of days about what I've been doing. So this might be the roadmap for the start. So I don't know if I'm doing well or I'm not doing well, but here is how it is. So we broke up about 5 weeks ago, but I've only been alone now for about nearly 3 weeks, right? So 3 weeks, the first week I was numb. So I'm numb, so what do? I quickly clean up my food and I ate normal food and I got high. Then I was like, right, can't get high. Grass, medical, no, avoiding. Stop that, exercise, food, great. Okay, so now we're eating, we're moving. Okay, still feeling numb, but progressing somewhere, body feeling better, but now feeling hungry. Not great, but that's okay. Now, previous Andrew would have not done that. Previous Andrew would have checked out and immediately tried to jump closer to another female because I would be missing like a whole of me, like an entire piece of me. So this time I didn't do that, which is positive. Now, I'm a little bit baked right now as well, just so you know, because, full disclosure. But I'm at my family home. I've allowed myself to enjoy myself. I don't drink here and there up until the new year, right? Which is like 2-3 days. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing. It's like giving yourself time or permission to be a certain way, but have a deadline for it, okay? Assume that there is a feeling and it makes you then process the whole feeling in the amount of time. Anyway, not condoning anything at all. It's just my way of coping. Everybody's relationship is different. However, this is how to deal with it. How to deal with it is literally do good things. First off, to you. Still feel numb? Great. Then connect with people that you haven't connected in a long time, that know your identity from before you are with the new partner. Now, a lot of people could say you're going in the past, but you need to be going forward. But if you're feeling sort of unstable, in me reconnecting with people that knew me before I met my partner, they're able to communicate with me, or they remember me as I was, and they're able to communicate in the way that I was then, which makes me remind myself of who I am as an identity outside of this relationship. So they speak about me. Because we haven't spoken in a while, or they've known me from the past, they can remind me of who I was, or what changes they saw from before the partner to the partner. And in the way they ask me questions, I'll automatically begin to sink into my past self and remember, that's who I was, that's who I am. So now I've got like a bit of identity, right? Then I've gone out and helped a bunch of people. So I've come back to family, I've helped sisters, I've helped people, I've helped people's emotionally, tried to lift them up. Saw friends, saw exes, tried to lift them up, connect. I obviously got a huge connection from it as well, did that. Second of all, it was like 100% no. I was like filming YouTube every day, then it happened and I was like, I'm just gonna be boring on camera. It wasn't because I didn't want to share. I was like, nobody wants to see sadness. Nobody wants to see sadness. I have nothing to say, I have nothing to be. I'll just be silent and be like, I am processing. That's kind of how it would go. But in hindsight, I should have filmed it. Moving forward, I will film it. But what I did then is I restarted it. So I did not, even though all of me wants to pull away from connection, I actually pulled towards connection. For some people, they're like, that's what we do. instantly we chat to our friends, blah, blah, blah. Oh, they're a bitch. Oh, he's a bitch. Oh. I didn't have that. I didn't grow up in that. I wasn't like that. I wasn't like, I don't know, I kind of, because I was a lone wolf, I developed this alpha, it's me against me, it's against me. And a lot of top performing males, not to be sexist, even top performing females are, it's all about me and like, I don't need any help. And that's a great characteristic. It's what makes you successful. However, it makes us feel lonely and die inside. And when we need people, we don't reach out. And then we eventually feel worse for a longer period of time compared to an easier piece of time. So it looks like the roadmap is like this. I'm still numb, by the way. I'm still completely numb. And she's gone to a festival today. And, you know, I'm gonna be not narky, but like, I feel done. Like, she's gonna go run around, prance around, naked, in a field. I'm not there, and I can't communicate with her because I have my boundaries. And beforehand, now, we're not together, so I understand that, but my brain, my instincts are still tracking my partner because like there's still a chemical bond, and because I'm fucking in love with her, but whatever, like let's pretend like that's not there. On a chemical level, that's what I feel like. I'm not possessive, I think it's just natural. In fact, like I want everybody to join, but not when I'm not there, if that makes sense. And like the thought of her moving on, even that she doesn't, is like, it makes me feel rejected, makes me feel not worthy. So, you know, fantastic. Like I'd love feeling that. Love feeling that. Amazing. But not feeling that, so, I mean, I'm feeling that, but I also don't want to make the person wrong. It's so easy to be like, they didn't deserve me anyway. That makes me feel better, great, but that's not my actual feeling. I know logically what transpired. I know that there's still love and it can't work and it feels like in this, and I'm not gonna make you wrong or make you bad for this. Anyway, so you're gonna feel numb still, but you look after yourself. So instead of doing damaging behavior, look after yourself. Now, because I've allowed myself to partake in herbal medicine occasionally throughout this breakup, are we gonna say that I've been looking after myself top of the range? No. Are we gonna be saying that I'm blocking out a bit of my emotions? Absolutely. I am categorically blocking out some emotions, and I'm easing the load off me for a little bit, right? But it's my one vice that I've chosen out of all of them, and it's the one that will cause me the least effect. I can still train, I'm eating well, I can still function with my brain wise. It's just sometimes allowing my mind to switch off and help it better. That is getting changed for yoga and yin yoga moving forward, which will give me a meditative, contemplative practice every day, and that will be a much healthier way to process my feelings and emotions, and that's the next step. So you do that, connect with friends, connect with family, and that way your core gets a bit of like, so now all I'm missing is like a couple of things. I'm missing the sexual element. So like, we had a crazy sex life. Crazy, I still want 100x more, but it was very much simpatico, very much just, you know, stuff you can't even put on camera. Like, great, whatever it is, simpatico, right? I've had a lot over my time, simpatico, fantastic. It was 100x anything before, and now it's created like a huge gap for me saying, well, that was a really good chemistry, and I want at least that chemistry, if not more, if anybody was to enter my life. And upon downloading all the apps, letting everybody be like, I'm single, come look after me, and all the women sort of flock in, I'm realizing really quickly that that sexual connection is almost, it's like a figment of my imagination. It doesn't exist or anywhere close to. So that's a problem, and that's still attached to her, and my brain is like, well, I'm not going to be able to connect with anybody else because that was the most important thing. I can't connect with anybody else. So I'm sitting there, we've got that element. Then we've got the whole connection element, intelligence. So intelligence, I dissected, like we both were go-getters. We both tried really hard to kind of do as best as possible. If you hear a dishwasher in the background, it's a dishwasher. Robots took over everything. So if you want, like if they're in the background or you're like, we were very similar people. We both wanted big goals. We both suffered like bullying at school and mass bullying. So we both kind of got on a mass rejected through our childhood, which allowed us to have a core, which is like, you can't hurt me. And this "you can't hurt me" is good, it's a powerful stature, but deep inside all we want is we want people to love us. And it was great because we were both the same, but because we were both the same, there wasn't anybody leading the ship that could have like saved it. We had to grow together, and that person was not willing to grow together. Anyway, irrelevant. That is important. It's important to understand that there's that connection, and that connection might be quite unique. And cool, the sexual element can be found. This other element, I'm not sure if it can be found. It's like, that's very unique. And I think with every person you meet, there is a unique section of love that you'll have that will never be repeated in anywhere else. But there were so many things that ticked that I still can right now tell that it is impossible, feels impossible, that something will be different. But I have to assume that it can be and just focus on myself. So we've got the sexual element, we've got the fact that we have like the same core, almost filter on life. Like, oh, I'm strong, but actually I really want connection. But oh, I'm strong, watch me be raw, but actually I really need connection, right? So there's this. But then there was all the differences. But that is going to be hard to find. So that is going to be hard to find. The sexual element is going to be hard to find. I don't know about the sexual element. The New Year's, I kind of want to do it. I'm not sure. Like, I could do it, right? So there's this element in New Year's to do it. I've allowed myself one day, but I'm also like, no. Because I've said, get the rig first, then I'm allowed that. Give myself a carrot. So, not sure, but I have still given myself that day. All I'm trying to do is to regain a bit of my identity. This won't help with missing her. This won't help of forgetting the love. This will be like, oh, if she always cooks for you, then you start ordering meals. And you're like, okay, well, I guess I can survive with eating meals that weren't cooked by that person. So there's like little links that you disconnect. And it's like trying to disconnect those links, because otherwise I'm just like this little heartbroken boy that's running around and thinking like the world's over, and that's not good, but I need to process, I need to process. I need to keep processing. And meanwhile, in the background, while we're running through this, is she's on the back end looking at all my social media, trying to compete or trying to be like, hey, I'm not, because she has intimacy issues, it's like, hey, I can't be with you, but I still want to do everything you do. So it's like, wow, you did me dirty, and I still keep supporting you from the sidelines, but like, that's me as a core. I kind of want to support everybody, no matter how you treat me or how, I don't know what to do there. I go from like, I just want to block you off everything. You can't look at me. You're not allowed to look at me. Like, you hurt me pretty bad. I gave so much, but then I'm like, well, I gave so much and it's my fault that I'm hurt. I shouldn't have given so much. But then it's like, well, everybody can do that. Like, you did a dick move. You just did a dick move. So like, my desire is like, block off everything. But then it's like, but how is that even respectful to the love that we had and will always be there? And so that's what I'm going through. As you can see, the roadmap is not finished, but I think everything that I did throughout there, bar getting high, though actually even that's a part of it, doing something to kind of switch off that's also not super damaging, I think I took the right steps and I'm moving forward. I'm latching my dopamine to my business. I'm latching them to creative tasks. I've banned myself from future relationships to not jump there. I'm focusing on myself, focusing on health, focusing on things that move me forward, that once the numbness gets out, I'm good. Surround myself with old friends, family that have reminded me of who I am, who I'm not. So it allows me to kind of regain that sense, and we pursue forward. So I feel better, yes. The roadmap is parting, yes, and, good. Diet on track, fitness on track, 2 hours cardio, weights, just loving life. Loving life while being like a perpetual numb. Loving life ooh, but not really. Like there's just that, there's no whoa, like freedom, joy. It's like a lust, passion, excitement for the world. It's like, and it's not there. It's like, you can do, I don't want to do anything. So, but overall, if we look at it, it's no complaints. So, hope that was useful to you, today's rant. And bestie, I'll see you tomorrow.